there's slight change in my voice. It's this hoarse sound actually, Hoarse. Not so soothing to hear, quite disgusting. Hope you all can follow me. Yes or no? Am I audible
Yes,
to
ma'am.
Yes.
all students? Okay, thank you
Yes,
so
ma'am.
much.
Audible. Okay,
Okay,
start, ma'am.
yes.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
ma'am. So, from Glimpses of India, in the last class we had completed on which place children text me. Don't unmute yourself because I told no, I have been suffering from fever, so it's quite blocked. So I might find it difficult to manage. Yes, we learned about Goa and especially about whom in Goa, about whom we had learned, yes, the bakers of Goa. So you're thorough with the bakers of Goa, right? A baker from Goa was our chapter, and you're thorough with it. I hope so, because I've had when made you to provide a summary of the same into points. So I hope that you people are thorough with that. Can you all follow me? And is my voice supportable enough for all of you? I'm sorry to say that. Okay, fine. Thank you, children. Okay, so let's move on to the second part. The second part is, which is the second part, Coorg. You might have heard of Coorg. Yes or no? Yes or no? Have you heard of Coorg? Yes. It's located in between Mysore and the coastal area of Mangalore. It's a lovely place to visit. We could also refer to, yes, Karnataka, of course. It's the smallest district of Karnataka. And so it's a lovely place to visit. It could be referred to as paradise, a small piece of heaven. That's lovely, the places. Yes, of course, it's foggy there, it's quite cold there. But during monsoon season, it's not favorable for us to travel because, it'll be raining heavily. So it's not good for the visitors to visit during, monsoon season. Okay. But after that, it's quite favorable for the visitors, and it's really enjoyable. If you go there, you can find, we could find the diversity of India in this place alone. And it's also said that the Coorgians are the descendants of Arabs and the Greeks because once Alexander's men, army men, they reached, invaded, and they reached there, but they couldn't go back, and they settled there, married the locals. Okay, so it's believed that the Kurgins are actually following, basically, they are following the tradition, the other cultures, traditions, and religious rites, etc., of the Arabs and the Greeks. Hmm? Though they are Indians. This is what happened there. The way of dressing, their custom, etc., it's been followed exactly as those men from the Greek and the Arabs. Okay, and the Arabs. Have you got an idea? And Coorg is also noted for its plantations, especially coffee. Then there are different kinds of animals, wildlife as well as different kinds of animals. Then sport items, rafting and all. You must have heard of it. So I should generally say that Coorg is one of the best places that India has got. Okay, so when you get a chance, not at this period of pandemic, after that, take your own time after your studies, visit, yes, Buddhist temple is also there in Coorg, of course. Very good, Parvati. I think you have read it. Good. So take, a visit to Coorg. Just enjoy. It is really enjoyable. I haven't visited, but a few of my relatives who have gone there told that it's worthy enough if you go there because you can really enjoy each and every sport of Coorg. That's lovely. Okay, Parvati, you have visited. Very good. So after the class, you should share your experience. Is what I want. Very good. Okay, are you all ready with the textbook, children? Yes or no?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Let me share the page, children. Please underline wherever I say, huh? Let me take it, wait for a while. Please keep your textbooks ready, huh? Yes, here's it. Okay, so this is our second part of Glimpses of India, Coorg, written by Lokesh Abrol, Dr. Lokesh Abrol. He is a traveler, doctor by profession, and he loves traveling. He has visited many places. He writes travelogues. He is a genuine writer too. Okay, so just know that about Lokesh Abrol and find out other writers on nature. Okay, now, Coorg can also be called as a coffee country because it said that as you reach there, you could feel the flavor of coffee things from the air itself. That's what I said. Okay. Famous, and it's also famous for its rainforest and the spices which are grown over there. Okay. I hope that you have people have got an idea of Coorg. Yes or no? Yes or no? Text me. Okay. Let's start. Okay, children. Fine. Now let's have an idea of Lokesh Abroad. So Lokesh Abrol is a renowned doctor by profession. He has established the first multi-specialty hospital in the private sector in Gurgaon. He's also a social worker, entrepreneur. Okay. He established the first stray cow shelter in Gurgaon. And these are general things to be known. You just know that he is a doctor by profession. He loves traveling. And he now shares this, one among his travelogues that is about Coorg. Okay. Then let's start the chapter. You should know the location of Coorg. It's there in the map shown on the screen. So it's located in between Mysore and the coastal town of Mangalore, and it's of course referred to as a face of heaven that must have been carried or brought from the kingdom of God, it seems. It's absolutely a paradise, it seems. That's lovely Coorg. Okay, I don't think so, Parvati. I might have voice break because it's Wi-Fi connection. Am I audible to all children? Please tell me.
Yes, miss.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
Parvati, I think you have got network issue. Okay, dear. Yes. So it is actually assumed to be goats on place, or it is which is actually brought or carried from the kingdom of God to that particular spot, which is referred to as Coorg or Kodag. Okay. Clear with the first part about the location and all? Yes or no? If you want, you can zoom the map and see. Hmm? I'll share you the page so that will be easy for you. Okay, let's move on to the next part. Reading and all, as I told you, I have got lots of irritation. So I might not be able to follow even what you people are saying. So I'll read and explain. Kindly listen to me. And this day, let's go in this way. Hope you can understand about my situation. Okay, children. Now listen. So this land of rolling hills, it's a land of hills actually. It's actually it is a land of hills, which is inhabited by whom a proud race of martial men, army men, and beautiful women, and of course, as we told you in the beginning, wild creatures. So who are the inhabitants of Coorg? They are the martial men, the beautiful women, and the wild creatures. Underline as you learn, okay, so that you won't forget. Hmm? Then Coorg, or otherwise known as Kodagu. Underline all these. It's the smallest district of Karnataka and is also, rich with evergreen rainforest, spices, and coffee plantations. So Coorg is also known as Kodagu, and it is a district in Karnataka. It has got lots of rainforest, spices, and coffee plantations. Okay, simple, nothing. We just have to grasp and just have to know what kind of a place is it. That's all it is. Clear till this, children? Have you got an idea? Because after completing, you'll have to say to
Yes,
me,
miss.
okay, dear. Now, let's move on to the next part.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
these, okay, children, these evergreen rainforest, it covers almost 30% of the district is covered with what? The evergreen rainforest. And during, as I told you in the beginning, during monsoon season, visitors are not much allowed over there. Actually, visitors stay away from visiting the place because it rains very heavily and will not allow the visitors to visit any of those lovely places over there. So, visitors are not much allowed during monsoon season in Coorg. Don't forget. Okay? That the season of joy, actually, the right tourist, spot, or we could say not the spot, actually, period. It starts from September till March. Starts from September and continues till March. So, the weather is that perfect, the climate is that perfect, and only light showers and all, only a little bit of rain and all will be there, which is convenient enough for all the visitors to travel and enjoy the sports. Clear, children? Yes or no? It's just for a general understanding the chapter. Hmm? Okay. Let's let's go on to the next one. The air breathes of invigorating coffee. I told you, as you reach that itself, it's told that I haven't gone, but those who have visited might have the experience. It's told that we could feel the flavor of coffee, it seems, in the air itself. Hmm? And the coffee estates and old bungalows and all are protected under the tree covering, the shelter of the huge canopies, the tree coverings, the roof like coverings of huge trees. Okay, so such sporting or such sites are actually, really attractive to any person who visits there. They'll be really fallen by the beauty of the place. Okay, they'll be trapped, they'll be captured by the beauty of the place. So it's generally told that if you visit Coorg, you could feel the flavor of coffee from the air itself, and moreover, you could see many old bungalows which are actually under the coverings of huge trees as canopies. Okay, you know what a canopy is? Hope so. You must have learned. Yes or no? Yes or no? No response because today
Yes.
I'm just keeping
Yes.
on saying. Okay, okay,
Yes.
okay, dear children. Now, next is we are going to learn about their origin. Very important part. Mark it in your textbook. Very important part. So the fierce independent people of Coorg, they are referred to be independent. They are possibly of, I told you, the descendants of Greek or the Arabs. Hmm? And it is told, as I told you, a part of the Alexander's army moved south along with the coast along the coast and settled here, and they couldn't return. It seems that's what is told. They couldn't return. It was not quite practical for them to go back, so they settled in Coorg itself. And what happened? These people married the locals, means the Coorgians, the real Coorgians. And what happened as a result of this? Their culture is apparent in the martial traditions, which means they are following the culture, everything of whom the Greek. Okay, so martial traditions, the marriages, the religious rites, which are of course entirely different from the Hindu mainstream, means Hindu religion, which is followed by the Hindus. The tradition followed by the Hindus, it's entirely different. So the Kurgins actually follow the tradition of whom? Of whom? Tell me. The Kurgins follow the, yes, the Greeks. Absolutely right. Very good. Don't forget to underline. This is a very important portion of the chapter. Okay. Then now, as I told you that not only from Greek, they were the descendants of Arabs too. Hmm? So let's see how. The theory of Arab origin draws support from the costume they wear. Hmm? So we should also learn why it is said that they are the descendants of Arabs too. It's only because the evidence is that it is similar to the costume which is worn by the Arabs. The Kurgins wear. Okay, let's see what kind of a costume is that. Draw support from the long black coat with an embroidered waist belt. See, it's on the picture. Worn by the Kadavus. So Kadavus also wear similar costume itself, which is known as kupia. And this resembles what, see, the one worn by the Arab, the kufia worn by the Arabs, and the Kurds of Iraq, Iran, and all. Okay, so So it resembles, the Kadaver's costume actually resembles the kufia which is worn by the Arabs. And the, Kadaver people, they have referred to it as kufia. Okay. Got how, have you understood how they have such an origin? Or why do we say that they are the descendants of Arabs? Have you got an idea? Yes or no? Okay. Please underline all these. The whole chapter is actually important. But wherever I say, mark it. Are you thorough till this? Are you thorough till this? Can anyone of
Yes,
you
yes.
just, can anyone among you just summarize till this portion? Only the main part. Because I have been repeatedly saying this. I should know whether you are listening to me. Location of Coorg,
Karnataka.
can you say?
Karnataka.
Ah, Karnataka.
Karnataka,
Okay, actually it is located in between what?
Between Mysore and the coastal town of Mangalore.
Ah, exactly. Between Mysore and the coastal area of Mangalore. Okay, very good. Coorg is also referred to as
Kodak.
Kodag,
Kodagu.
Kodagu.
Plus one more thing. A small piece of
Heaven.
exactly.
Ma'am, your mic is muted.
What else can you say? What else can you say about the, it is said about the origin of the Kodagu people? How can you say? Tell me. Am I audible?
They are Greco-Arabic descent.
Ah, they are the descendants of Greeks or the Arabs. Very good. And how could we identify that they have the origin of the Arabs too? Tell me.
They wear long coats.
Yes, exactly what's shown on the screen. The
Long coat with
long.
an embroidered waist belt.
Ah, yes, that's it. Very good, very good. Then in between, I told about tree canopy and all. What is it? Can you say? Yes, about the evergreen forest. Then what about the season of visit? Which is the right season to visit there? Or the period?
Mansoor.
Monsoon.
Is it monsoon? Did I say that it's a monsoon season, the right season to visit?
September to March.
Yeah,
September.
September to March. Because during monsoon season, what happens? Which prevents the visitors from visiting there?
Where I
Ah, heavy rain. That's it. So are you all thorough till this? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Now, the Coorgi homes have a tradition of hospitality. What do you mean by this hospitality? What do you mean by this hospitality? Can you tell me? Is it that they are hospitalized? Is it that they are admitted in the hospital? No, yeah,
They
Chandra,
look
very
after
good.
us well.
Yes, the way they serve or treat the guests or visitors. Hmm? They have a rich tradition of hospitality because the way they treat the visitors is extraordinary. And they are more than willing to recount numerous tales of valor. They share to the visitors their brave stories about their bravery and all. As it's told, they belong to martial men and women. It's told already they have a tradition of what? The martial men. I mean, they are the inheritance of the martial men. So they just share their, deeds of bravery, courage, etc., which is related to their sons at present and about their forefathers and all. Okay. Then the Coorg Regiment, okay, the army is one of the most decorated, which means the best army men of India. It is said that those are the Coorgians. Don't ever forget. In the Indian Army. And the first chief of the Indian Army is General Karyappa, who is a Coorgian. Did you know this before? Were you people aware of such a thing beforehand? No. So
No.
underline that. This is something of a GK. Okay. For GK actually. So you should know that the first chief of the Indian Army, General Karyappa, was a Coorgian. Okay. So such was the tradition regarding martial arts and all. Okay. Clear till this? Yeah, children?
Yes.
Clear till this? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, and even now, the Kauravas are the only people in India who are permitted to carry firearms without license. Did you know this fact before? They are the only ones who are allowed to carry the firearms without even a license. So just imagine. They are brave enough, courageous enough, the best martial men or army men of India belongs to Coorg. Is that clear? Yeah?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Fine. Good, good. Now let's learn about the nature.
Yes.
Okay. The river Kaveri. See, another fact that we're going to learn. The river Kaveri, it receives water from the hills and forests of Coorg. Hmm? Did you people know such a thing before? Were you aware of this?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So the river Kaveri actually obtains water from the hills and forests of Coorg. And Mahasir, a huge freshwater fish, it's plenty in these waters. Hmm? Many freshwater fish, which is referred to as Mahasir, is available in plenty in these waters. Okay, then next information is that kingfishers. What are these kingfishers? Let me know that first.
There are birds.
Yes, very good.
Birds who catch
Bird.
fish.
Yes, very good. Kingfishers dive for their catch to get what the fish. And while squirrels and langurs, monkeys and all drop, partially eating a portion of the fruit or the seed and all, they throw it at the water to enjoy the way the water, it would create the ripples, waves as it is thrown. We people to enjoy it, but just imagine the way the animals enjoys over there by having half-eaten fruit. They would throw it at the water to see the ripples, the waves from the water. Okay, which means it's nothing. It's said about the different kinds of animals and birds and all over there. Okay, so kingfishers. Then what else? The squirrels, the langurs. Then what else? Yeah, langur, squirrel, kingfishers. Then the previous page I mentioned about. No, don't say the things that are coming up. In the previous page, I mentioned about something. Exactly, Mahasir, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mahasir, yes, the fish. Okay, children. Okay, thank you so much. Now, elephants enjoy being bathed and scrubbed in the river by their mahouts. Who are these mahouts? The one who looks after the
Look after
elephant.
the elephant.
Yes, exactly. So they enjoy, which means, our writer is telling that he enjoyed each and everything that took place over there as he visited. Hmm? He could see the elephants being bathed by the mahouts and all, the way it enjoyed itself, taking, bathing and all. It's nothing to convey that there are elephants too. Okay, then, yes, you could see the pictures. Fine. Then, the most relaxed part for the individuals. What is that? It is the adventurous trips, the adventurous sports. Well, let's see what is that. Have you heard of rafting? Have you heard of rafting?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah, in the picture shown, can you number the picture which shows rafting?
Second.
Can you number the picture which shows rafting?
Second.
Second one.
Okay, then canoeing. What is
Fourth.
canoeing? Yeah, fourth one, exactly. Very good. You people are You people know much better than me. Then rappelling.
Down.
Rappelling. The reference is there on the screen, children. Yes, number one. Okay, so don't forget rafting, canoeing, rappelling, rock climbing, mountain biking, etc. are the sports, the adventurous sport items that you could witness over there. Clear? Will you forget?
No.
Will you forget?
No.
Okay, we'll have a discussion soon after this. Then, numerous walking trails, paths to walk across and enjoy are the favorite among the trekkers. You could see many places to walk and enjoy. Okay? Then, birds, bees, butterflies. Birds, bees, butterflies are also available. I mean, not available actually, you could see in plenty over there. Okay? Then mahaks, these are the different kinds of monkeys and all. Malabar squirrels, mammals. Then slender loris, it's a kind of mammal. Keep a watchful eye from the tree canopy. See the varieties of animals which are found over there. Don't forget any of these. Mahaks, Malabar squirrels, langurs, slender loris, then birds, bees, butterflies, kingfisher, elephants, then mahasir, then what else? Did I forget anything? Langurs. Yes, I told that. Anything else? Did I forget anything else? I'll share you the same PDF, children. You can know what are the kinds of animals over there. Okay? Then, I do, however, prefer to step aside for wild elephants. See, he's sharing something else. He is giving us a warning too to be safe and to stay away from the wild elephants. I'm sorry. To stay away from the wild elephants. In order to be safe enough, it's better to be away from the wild elephants. Okay. Then the climb to the Brahmagiri Hills. This is another interesting part of or sport of our Coorg. Hmm? The climb to the Brahmagiri Hills brings you into a panoramic view, means a view of the whole area. Misty landscape of Coorg. If you climb into the Brahmagiri Hills, you can see a view of the whole part of Coorg. So if you ever get a chance to visit there, don't forget to have a view from the Brahmagiri Hills. Okay, then a walk across the raw bridge. There's a raw bridge which leads to the 64-acre island of Nisargadama. There's an island named Nisargadama, and there's a rope. You have to walk across that rope in order to reach that small piece of island, Nisargadama. Let's learn what is that. So, running into the Buddhist monks, you could meet the Buddhist monks from India's largest Tibetan settlement at nearby Bailakuppe. Nearby Bailakuppe, a place in Cook, you could also see home the Buddhist monks. Who are these monks? Who are these monks? We have learned in some other chapter too, almost related to this. Can you name the chapter? Sannyasi. Okay, fine. Very good. Okay, can you say the chapter almost similar
Sarvan
to
at
this?
Benares.
Very good.
Benares.
Wonderful. Good memory. Then, then let's learn about the monks. This is another important part of our story. It's almost over. The monks in red ochre, red, orange, and yellow robes, the dress code is told, are among the many surprises that wait to be discovered by the visitors searching for the heart and soul of India, which is, of course, the Coorg. You could see the Buddhist monks in what all kinds of costumes with, reddish color, an orange and yellow robes. Okay, then so our chapters of actually this is a general information. So the picture is not actually clear, children. So I'll just stop the screen. We'll have a discussion of that. They have provided us the easy routes through which we could reach Kodal. Okay, who will read it for me? After the chapter is given in a box. Who will read it for me? No one. Always so enthusiastic to answer. Now what happened? Who can read? These are for general awareness. Hmm? No one to read? I'm sad.
Yes, I can read.
Definitely. You may read. Come on. How to reach?
Midway
Cool.
between Mysore
No,
and
dear,
Coorg.
not that. Not that. Page 92.
Sorry, miss.
It's okay. Read that. Let's learn how to reach Coorg. Can you read? No one to read now. Who
Miss,
will read,
where
children? Page 92.
footprints
No, dear. What happened?
is one page is
Missing, yeah? Okay. Hassan can read. It's okay. Okay, dear. Hassan can read.
Ma'am, can I read?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Fact 5. How to reach.
Yeah.
Madhgiri, the district headquarters, is the only gateway to Coorg. The
Yeah.
misty hills, lush forest, and coffee plantation will cast a spell on you.
Yeah.
Find a resort, coffee estate, or stay in a home for a truly Coorgi experience.
Yeah. So they're guiding us through which way we could reach there, what all you could experience there. We had already learned everything. So these are for general idea, like how you could visit the place and how you could identify the right place to settle and all. Okay. Then by air, how you could visit. Read it, Hassan.
By air. The
Yeah.
nearest airports are Mangalore 135 km and Bangalore 260 km. There are flights to Mangalore from Mumbai and to Bangalore from Ahmedabad, Chennai, Delhi, Goa, Hyderabad, Kochi, Kolkata, Mumbai and Pune.
Yeah. So it's very easy and convenient to travel. Am I right? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah. By rail, let us read. Come on.
by rail. The
Hmm.
nearest railheads are at Mysore, Mangalore and Hassan.
Nice. Okay. Then by road.
By road. There are two routes to Coorg from Bangalore. Both are
Huh.
almost the same distance, around
Hmm.
250 to 260 kilometers. The
Hmm.
route via Mysore is the most frequented one.
Yeah,
The
so
other
it's
route,
better to visit Coorg through which road?
Mysore.
Mysore, exactly. Then,
The other route is via Neelmangal.
hmm,
Neelmangal, Kunigal,
hmm.
Chanara, uh,
Chandigarh and
Chandapatna.
Patna. Okay, it's okay. Thank you so much, Hassan.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now, listen, children. These are general awareness for us. Means they're giving us an idea or a clue how to reach there. Actually, okay. So, write two questions. Come on. What are we are going to have a discussion. You're going to write it as you did that day. Okay. Don't spend time at home to learn English. Learn in the class itself. That's what I like. Yes. What are the different? What are the different? Adityan didn't write. What are the different? Please start your videos. Many cannot be seen, children. What is this? I have told you many times I don't like children hiding behind the camera. Okay. What are the different tourist spots? SPOTS. What are the different tourist spots in Coorg? What are the different tourist spots in Coorg? Number two, explain about the origin of the Coorgians. Explain about the origin of the Coorgians. Explain about the origin of the Coorgians. Last question. Origin of the Coorgians. Last question. How can How can Coorg be identified? How can Coorg be identified as the best adventurous as the best adventurous location in India? As the best adventurous location in India. See, all these are not at all long answers. I want short answers, but make it fast. Just with what you have listened. Don't refer. I don't want the exact answers or lines from the textbook. I want your words. Okay? Hurry up. I'm waiting for you all. You, Ananda Bose, where are you? Are you there? Ananda Bose has no movement at all. Try to write in your own words. Don't copy down the same words from the textbook because you're not going to refer or carry your textbook for the exam. Sanif, please start your video. Many have switched off your video. What is it, children? This is what I don't like at all. No one is going to harm you. Switch it on. All are looking good. All are handsome and all are beautiful. Okay. Don't hide behind the camera. Come forward. What is this? I can't see anyone. Certain pictures. Afzal, I have never seen Afzal Nawaz at all. I don't know who's Afzal Nawaz other than his voice. See, what is it, children? I'll not entertain this. I don't want you to keep hide behind the camera, not enabling your video and all. What is it? How will you sit for the class if you were in our school? Right fast. Only 5 minutes. Make it fast. When you finish the first question, just text me, ma'am, I have completed. Fariha, your video is off. Right, well, now. Don't make it too lengthy. All are short questions. Okay. Please move as I say. Just go, ma. And every time, soon after the class, I just share to most of you. I mean, to all my students. Please post that and this to the group where if you are responsible. I'm really sad to say that. This is not how 10th standard children should behave. If it is said, I need from all, not just from a few. Why only they need marks? You people don't want. All should be responsible. All should show your own responsibility All are writing. At least one we should read in the class. Come on. I wish to hear. Text me. I'm expecting at least one. No one. And I'm glad to say and hear that 10th B and D have almost completed your magazine. And the one I saw, it's extraordinary. I should say that. Very good. Keep it up. I cannot disclose it exactly whose is the best, but I'll say finally. Who could read children? Only 3 minutes. At least one we should discuss. Come on. All are busily engaged in writing. Sandra completed first one. Okay, Sandra. Unmute and read. Yeah, let me hear.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yeah, sure. You can read.
Okay. The first question answer. There are a lot of rainforest and the colonial bungalows are covered with tree canopies. There
Hmm.
are also a lots of animals and birds which are indeed a sight for sore eyes. There are
Hmm.
also adventurous sports like rafting, rappelling, rock climbing, etc.
Hmm.
and mountain biking, etc.
Huh.
One can also enjoy the climb to Brahmagiri Hills.
Hmm.
Visitors can also meet monks and walk across the rope bridge.
Hmm.
Overall, Coorg is a wonderful destination to visit.
Wonderful. Very good answer. You have made it precise, added everything. This is it. Well done. You can
Thank you, ma'am.
proceed. Okay. Is there anyone else to read the first answer? I wish to see your language, children. I'm willing to hear your language. Anyone else? Please be bold enough to read. Come on. Only 1 minute left. I wish to hear from a boy. Anyone? No one, children? No one? Okay. Anyway, our time is limited. So we have got lots of. Yes, who's that?
Second question answer now I get miss.
Who's that?
Miss, can I read the second question?
Sujina?
Ah,
Yeah, sure, you can read. Come on, let me hear. Very good.
Coorg is known as Kodak. The small district Kannada is a home to evergreen rainforest spices, 30% district. They are fiercely independent people of Coorg are possibly of Greek or Arabic descent. These people married amongst the local and their culture is apparent in the martial
Okay, okay. So,
conditions married.
Sijin, the points are right. You should write in your own words. Don't copy the same sentences from the textbook. Points are perfect. Okay?
And the religious rites which are distinct from Hindu
Yeah,
and
those are the points, of course. You
Yeah,
can
ma'am.
write in your own words. Okay, ma'am. Srigala ma'am. Yes, I know it's time up. Okay, my dear children, please post the answers. I want from all the students of all the divisions. For God's sake, post the answers. Okay? Thank you so much. And I don't know whether my sound was disgusting for you people. Anyway, I'm sorry to say. I hope that you have understood the chapter well. Now, next class, we'll be moving on to the third destination, and that is our Assam. Okay? So thank you so much. Thank you, Srigala ma'am.
Thank you, Vidya ma'am. Thank you, dear